Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's video, I'm going to be discussing with you the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board's January 2021 market statistics. Interestingly, the average price for a home in the GTA in January 2021 was $967,885, which was actually up 15.5% from January of 2020. So we're seeing year-over-year increase of 15.5% in the average sales price. Now, this average sales price is across all property types and in all of the GTA. So all Treb market areas. Also, interestingly, the number of sales this January was 6,928, so almost 7,000 sales this January. This was also up 52.4% compared to January 2020. Now, if we think back to January 2020, we were not yet hit with COVID. There were a little bit of murmurs going around about some sort of disease. I know I was actually traveling in January 2020, so it was not that big of a deal. Here in Canada, we had heard about it, but it wasn't, it didn't affect us at the time. So we had a relatively normal market, I guess you can say, at last January. And compared to that, it's actually crazy to see an increase of 52.4% in terms of the number of sales that occurred. So obviously a lot more people this January than last January were in the market. And we saw that in the news. We saw that with prices. We saw that with the bidding wars. So it's interesting to note that even in our quote unquote quiet months of, December and January we had almost 7,000 sales that occurred in the GTA. In terms of average price by home type, I'm going to break it down. Detached homes averaged at about 1.36 million. Semi-detached homes just shy of the million mark at 997K. Again, this is across all GTA markets. Obviously, in some markets, semi-detached homes have surpassed the million already, but the average across GTA is just under at 997. Average price of a townhouse, which includes condo towns and freehold towns, the average price is 804K. And the average price of a condo apartment, all sizes from studios all the way up to 3 beds and 4 beds, 601K was the average selling price for a condo apartment in January 2021. Interestingly, also, I'd like to share that the days on market was 24, which means that it took 24 days on average for a listing in January to sell. Now, we are seeing a lot of activity in terms of bidding wars and things going up on the market and selling within a day or two. But even then, it's important to note that the average across all of GTA is actually 24 days on market, which shows us that, yes, on one hand, there are homes that are selling very quickly, 2 or 3, 4 days on the market. But on the other side, to create a 24-day average on market, there are also homes on the other side of the spectrum that are staying on the market. Either they're overpriced or they're in poor condition, or they're listed in areas where there isn't market demand, which is kind of hard to see because across the GTA there is a ton of demand everywhere, and we see that as a whole. But I thought that was an interesting statistic: 24 days on market. Also, I'd like to share that majority of the price growth that we've seen in recent times, so I would say pretty much like mid-pandemic, which is like mid last year, forward to this year, the price growth is mostly driven by the low-rise market segments, which means detached homes, semi-detached homes, and townhomes. Of course, condo prices are also going up everywhere in the GTA except in downtown Toronto, which I think is a very important distinction to make. Yes, with the closure of a whole bunch of downtown firms and offices, people are not going into the business centers in downtown, and renters have left their leases, investors are trying to liquidate. So for sure, in downtown Toronto, we have seen that the condo market in terms of prices has taken a hit sort of as of November, December, January-ish. That's changing now, however, but in the statistics, it does reflect that. If we take out the downtown Toronto sort of segment, in Peel and in York region, the condo markets there are actually doing quite well. And if we look at all of GTA as an aggregate, it is the detached and semi-detached and townhomes that are also growing very, very well. That was my short but sweet, hopefully informative recap of the January 2021 real estate market in the GTA. If you have specific questions about your city or what's going on in your neighborhood, leave a comment below or send me a DM. I'd be more than happy to look into that for you and share that information. All stats here were provided by the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board. If you guys have any questions about mortgages or real estate, let me know. You can find me at Oh, I didn't do the thing, did I? You can find me at Joshi Realty. I'll put all my links down below as well, so you can get a hold of me. Thank you very much for watching this video, and stay tuned to my channel. I do post new real estate and mortgages content every single week. Thank you.